Action figures are great!
Welcome to the newest edition of TNInews with your host, JC. Hey everybody, JC here, and welcome to another Wednesday live stream. And we've got a lot of McFarlane news to talk about today, plus a few other things that we'll get into. And then, of course, any questions that you guys have, I'll try and address to the best of my abilities. But as I said, we got a lot of McFarlane stuff to go over today, including not one, but two crowdsourcing items that have been fully funded. So, yes, not one, but two. Both the Medieval Spawn campaign, which launched yesterday, that funded in minutes. It needed a minimum funding goal of $100,000, and it quickly got that. As of today, it's over $1 million. And because it went over $1 million, we got a few extra freebies added in, and we'll get into that in just a moment as well. But the other thing that ended up being funded was that DC Superpowers set with the two vehicles and the two figures. So now that didn't actually meet its original funding goal. At the last minute, they went on and lowered the funding goal for that. So as you may recall, the original funding goal for this thing was $600,000. They then extended it because the original end date for this was going to be August 8th, and they extended it to August 22nd, which, is tomorrow. But then sometime either late yesterday or this morning, they not only extended it a third time, so now it's going to run until August 30th, but they lowered the funding goal to $145,000, and the campaign was already sitting at $151,000. So basically, they just went on and funded it. Now, I know some people had said that somewhere at San Diego Comic-Con, Todd McFarlane had told people that, they were just going to, anyone who backed it, they were going to go forward with this campaign, whether it reached the 600,000 or not, which is apparently, is what they did essentially. And, we talked about before when they extended the date to August 22nd, we were like, this thing's nowhere near being funded. So this extension is pointless because it's not going to, it's still not going to get 600,000 by the 22nd. But to me, what it seems pretty clear now is Todd didn't want to just go on and say, yeah, we're just going to release this to anybody before he got his Spawn Kickstarter out. Once that launched and they got that funded, then he went back and said, yeah, now we can adjust this, because, it would have kind of hurt the credibility of that one if they basically just said, with this one, yeah, it doesn't really matter that we didn't reach our minimum funding goal. We're going to fund it anyway. We're going to produce it anyway. Of course, truth be told, he's done the same thing with the Spawn one, because he basically told us that Spawn figure is already moved into production. It's already at the factory, even before the campaign for it even launched. So obviously, I don't know why he's doing these doing these things with the crowdfunding model when obviously he doesn't need to. It seems kind of ridiculous to me, a little misleading. I mean, I'm sure most people that want these items don't really care. If you were wanting these DC Superpower items, you're probably not mad that they went on and fudged the funding goal and are moving forward with it. You're just happy that you're going to get the thing that you wanted, which I think is completely understandable. And, somebody who didn't fund it might be, screaming foul, but, who really cares if you weren't funding it? It's not like you're really out of anything. But I do think it is a little misleading to, pretend these are like crowdfunding items and set these, minimum goals that need, saying that this is what it needs to get for us to move forward with it. But then just saying, yeah, we're going to go forward with it anyway, when it doesn't even come close to the funding goal. So I don't know. I can kind of see it both ways. But at the end of the day, both items are now funded. You're going to get both items. Now, getting back to the medieval spawn. So another thing that I've found kind of funny with this one is, yeah, when they first started giving details on this campaign, they made it sound like as long as the campaign reached its minimum funding goal, they were automatically going to throw in all 14 of these accessories that you see here, these free bonus accessories. But then yesterday, late yesterday, Todd came out with a video after it had surpassed $1 million in less than one day, and was like, hey guys, we're going to throw in a couple of these extra freebies for you because we're now over $1 million. So, we're getting an extra pair of hands, a sword with a sheath, and the small axe and this extra head because the thing passed $1 million. There was nothing stated on the campaign itself that said, once it reaches this goal, this will be unlocked once it reaches this goal. So I really feel like Todd's just kind of making this up as he goes. That's really how it comes off feeling to me, is that he's essentially going, oh yeah, So I have little doubt that, these 14 accessories that he originally announced with the campaign will end up being included with the figures for those who back it, regardless of where this ends up at. I don't have much doubt that these are going to end up getting thrown in, but Todd's going to pretend like you got to keep it's got to keep going for you to get these extra accessories now that they're over this landmark of $1 million. So definitely some interesting hijinks going on there with the McFarlane crowdfunding stuff, but. All right, now that I've rambled on about that, let's just do a quick roll call. Mr. Allmine is in the house. What's up? Austin is in the house. How are you doing? My day's going pretty good. Hopefully your day is going good as well, Austin. Let's see. Road Pig John is in the house. What is up, my friend? Jeremy is in the house. What is up? John, what is up? Jay the Grind is in the house. What is up, my friend? Collectible Fun, what is up? Rashid, what is up, man? And I have to get ready for work. I hate. Well, I'm at work technically, so, but yeah, don't be late for work. I don't know if you work a later shift or you're in a different time zone, but don't be late for work, especially if you're listening to my live stream. You can always come back and watch it later. Patrick, what is up? Mr. Allmine, crazy about the Spawn campaign. And my hat's off to Todd for, getting $1 million in less than a day. That's pretty impressive. Obviously stretch goals really weren't a factor in this thing, because people were, plenty of people were just wanting to buy the figure. And it's a very cool figure, but it's also not super cheap. It's like over $50 for each individual figure. And then there's a hefty shipping price as well with it. So, they're not throwing in free shipping with it. So, but it is definitely a nice figure. In fact, I'm still on the fence, but I am quite possibly going to end up getting the version with the blue skin. That to me is the best looking one. So I will probably end up grabbing that one for myself. This one here with the blue skin. The black, I don't know. The black ones, I generally like black better than blue, but I don't know. For some reason, the blue skin just looks better to me than the black skin. So I definitely don't need like 3 different versions of this guy. So, and the artist proof one has no interest for me. So I will probably get just the blue skin version. Let's see. Joseph, happy wonderful Wednesday. Same to you. Gunstar, hey, what's up? JC, ready for the toy stream? Nice. Cartoon and cannabis. Not sure why McFarlane had to crowdfund. Pretty lame. I think it was marketing. If you want to be upset, obviously it was marketing. And you can't argue with the results. I mean, another question I think a lot of people had was like, why is this one Spawn figure only need $100,000, but those smaller, less articulated, less detailed DC superpower items needed 600,000? I mean, I don't know what they're using to base these minimum funding goals, which obviously not necessarily something they really need to have in order to move forward with these things. But I feel like somebody way overstated the funding goal for those DC superpower items to begin with. Judge Dreads, what is up? J Spawn, what's up? 12-inch Moose Dream. Hello, community of collectors. Naya 3KP is or Nunya 3KP is listening at work with the earpiece. Nice. Don't get got. Don't get busted. I don't know. Maybe your work lets you listen to stuff while you work. Jerry's in the house. What is Lone Wolf Collectibles? What is I still haven't gotten charged for the superpower bond. Well, you probably. I mean, I can't say this for sure, but I'm guessing you probably won't get charged until the campaign ends. And remember, they extended the campaign now until August 30th, so that's probably when you will get charged. That's usually how it goes. I mean, you never know with McFarlane, but that's usually how they do it. Is they don't charge you until the campaign actually ends. The Gray Ghosts. Tell Todd crowdfund the classic Wonder Woman that I never had a chance to buy. Definitely feel like we need another classic type Wonder Woman release. Though if he did, it would probably be a goddamn platinum figure. All right, well, let's jump. We got more Todd news, more McFarlane news. So let's just keep on going with that. So just today, we got a new Amazon 3-pack that went up for pre-order. So Nightwing versus Talon and Al. So yet another chance for a Nightwing figure with the red colors, and then 2 additional figures. So that is available for pre-order now on Amazon for $59.99. I believe. Oh, not sure why that link is not working. So this is, I don't know. That's weird. Did they take it down? I don't know. McFarlane announced this, and then Amazon didn't have it ready, and then finally they had it up, and now it looks like they've completely pulled the listing. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I'm just checking to make sure they didn't just like change the link or something. Nope, it's gone. In fact, you can see it here on the main McFarlane splash page, but then when you click on it, it's now gone. So I don't know what's going on with that. So that's weird. But we did have another exclusive that went up today. For those of you who wanted a glow in the dark Joker Dragon, this also is being offered as an Amazon exclusive. We got the regular Joker Dragon before, but now we have the glow in the dark one, $29.99. And that one is still listed, but I don't know what's going on with this Amazon 3-pack. I don't think it's sold out. They just totally removed the listing, so I'm sure it'll be back at some point. But definitely seems like there's a miscommunication between McFarlane and Amazon going on for that one. What else do we have for McFarlane? Let's see. We got official images for 2 of the platinum figures that have been hitting Walmart stores, the Lucius Fox figure. So, this figure was included with the tumbler, but there's a platinum edition single release version of Lucius, but it is so far Walmart seems to be the only place that has been getting this. And then that Ben Affleck Flash movie bat suit with the blue outfit again has been showing up at Walmart stores. So, and another platinum edition figure. So I don't know if these will ever be available anywhere else but Walmart, but right now Walmart seems to be the place to try and find those, and they're not available currently online. I talked about these on Monday, the GameStop exclusive figure and the Platinum Edition gold label Batman Beyond figure with the unmasked head, which I believe is going to be showing up at Target stores. Again, I don't. This one's a gold label, so this one is probably going to be a Target store exclusive. Not 100% confirmed, but I believe Target is where that one is going to show up at. And we have some new McFarlane store listings from the overseas distributor sites. So again, these are rumored, not officially confirmed by McFarlane, yada, yada, yada. But of course, these almost always turn out to be true. So interesting thing to note. So we'd seen indications that we were going to be getting a Batman Beyond Batmobile, which looks to be the case. The LNS, I believe, stands for Lights and Sounds. So, and I believe it's going to include some type of Batman Beyond figure. So I would not be surprised. I can't say this for sure, but I would not be surprised if this unmasked Terry McGinnis head that we're seeing in this gold label figure single release will end up being offered with a Batman Beyond figure with that Batmobile. So kind of like the Lucius Fox was first offered with the Tumbler, and then we got the Platinum Edition single release. Same thing with like the Catwoman and the bike. So I feel like that we might see that. So of course, the regular Batman Beyond figure is also, without the unmasked head, is also a Platinum Edition figure, which I believe has been showing up at Walmart. So maybe it'll just be that one. Who knows? But the other thing of interesting note here is a 66 Batmobile, again with lights and sounds, with Batman and Robin. So obviously they already did a Batmobile from the 66 series, but it was for the smaller 6-inch scale figures. It was a very basic vehicle. This is part of the DC Multiverse line, like with the other Batmobiles that we've been getting. So I expect it to be at least a little bit bigger. And again, it looks like it's going to have lights and sounds. We already got the Adam West Batman figure as part of the DC Multiverse line, but it looks like this is going to include both a Batman and a Robin figure. So look for that to be coming at some point. Somebody asked me in the comments of Monday's video if I had heard any updates on the Christopher Reeve Superman figure. I have not, but I do believe that is probably still coming. Again, that was another listing that we had seen. There's so many listings that have gotten out there that, it's going to take a little while to catch up on everything, but I would suspect we'll see the Christopher Reeve Superman by the end of the year. For you Zack Snyder fans, we've got Darkseid with Armor and Throne from the Justice League Zack Snyder cut movie coming, which will be some type of store exclusive. We've got a Batman figure from the Spawn Batman crossover. So I don't know. Chase, I think, is probably another word for platinum, but I won't swear to it. And then Batman from Shadow of the Bat, which is another gold label figure. And then some more Batman adventure stuff, Batman, Riddler, Scarecrow, and then a statue, or 12-inch statue of Joker. Oh, and a Spawn Mega Fig of the Clown black and light version, which will be some type of store exclusive. So those are your latest round of McFarlane store listings. Again, not officially confirmed by McFarlane, but almost always end up turning out to be true. One other quick McFarlane update. Moving over to Marvel. Let me see make sure this is still available. It is. So if you want an autographed version of the McFarlane Captain America 1/6 scale statue, that is being offered as a GameStop exclusive. So, and as you can see here, it is still available. But basically, same thing as before, only you get the Todd McFarlane autograph card. And that one's $80, a little bit cheaper if you've joined up for their pro thing. And we'll stick with Marvel since we're here. We got official images for the 2-pack the Bushwhacker Punisher 2-pack, which is going up for pre-order this Thursday, so tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. This will be a fan channel and Amazon exclusive, so you'll be able to get places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. Amazon will have it up as well, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So we saw this at San Diego Comic-Con. And you can see here all the accessories, various guns, various hands. Punisher will have 2 head sculpts. I kind of wish that the head sculpt with the headband had the open mouth, and then the head sculpt without the headband had the regular facial expression. But there you go. Still, overall, pretty cool set. Bushwhacker with his gun hands, or you can just have regular hands if you prefer. You get a blast effect, you get a grenade, you get various guns for the Punisher. So I don't have a price yet, but I suspect it will be $50. And this definitely, I feel like it is the nicest Punisher that we've gotten, especially Punishers had different looks, but this one is going with the all black gloves and all black boots look, which I've always kind of preferred. Though again, I wish this head sculpt did not have the headband. I would have preferred without the headband. And you get the other one without the headband, but then he's got the open mouth expression, which I don't really like. So, but still, overall, pretty cool looking figure. I will probably pick this one up myself. I liked Bushwhacker back in the day. I have the comics where he first appeared and everything. So, again, though, pre-order tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Amazon, and then all your favorite fan channel retailers. All right. So hop back over, see what you guys have for questions. Joshua, Dan Haslab, Kickstarter for McFarlane, and then McFarlane Superpowers. What an expensive month. Well, Joshua, since you brought that up, just a quick update. We have unlocked on the Cobra Rattler HasLab, we have unlocked the second stretch goal for the gunner. So that unlocked the other day. So that is now included with your HasLab, along with, or your Rattler if you've backed it, along with Wild Weasel, and of course those very cool Cobra patches. And we now await the unlocking of the third and final stretch goal for the Baroness pilot. So, which will be unlocked if or when, and I think it's more about when than if the campaign gets to 18,000 backers. So we've got over 19 days to go. I have to reject the cookies. And we are currently sitting at 14,393. So less than 4,000 to go before Baroness is unlocked. Over 19 days, I do think we'll do it. It probably will take pretty close to all 19 days. But if you recall, the third stretch goal in the Dragonfly didn't get unlocked until the final day. And then Hasbro, for some reason, extended that campaign for an extra day. But again, I do feel pretty confident that the Baroness will be unlocked. But stretch goal, 100%, stretch goal number 2 will now be included. Jerry says, not bad. Red Hood Nightwing 2-pack was $39.99 about 3 years ago. It's not, yeah, they took it down. I think I had to save it in my cart. Now it's gone. Yeah, I don't know why they took it down, but I have, yeah, it'll be back at some point. Maybe not today. maybe it was supposed to be the Joker was supposed to go up today, and the 3-pack was not supposed to go up today. I don't know, but it'll be back. Adam, I'm only interested in the Court of Owl members. Guess I'll try eBay. Well, again, I don't know if you're going eBay because you're hoping somebody will sell just the 2 figures separately. But again, as far as the 3-pack, I feel pretty confident saying it will be back. Mr. Allman, I really want all the Batman Beyond stuff. For that, been wondering about the L. Oh yes, lights and sound is what I'm pretty sure that stands for. It actually took me a few minutes to figure that out as well. I was like, what the hell is LNS? Jeremy, would like McFarlane to do the rest of the animated Teen Titans to go with Cyborg, maybe do Slade. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen any more figures from that, so I don't know if Todd will ever go back to those or not, but I probably, I won't. I never say never, but for the time being, I wouldn't expect anything anytime soon. Judge Shreds, I need a Punisher, but got my eye on another one. I mean, yeah, they've done. The last Punisher they did was a pretty nice one, but that one also had the headband, which is why I'm like, damn, I wish they quit giving us heads with that headband. Cartoons and Cannabis ordering Punisher tomorrow. Hopefully, just ran it by my wife, and cool statue from Diamond Select coming out in October around out my display. Nice. Not sure which statue you're referring to, but if it's something you like, then definitely cool. Cobra, I got my Marauder Sergeant Slaughter today with a hat and glasses on his head in the package. Yeah, I'd heard people, at least those who ordered it from Hasbro Pulse, had started to get it. And I believe for those of you who ordered the Sentinel Arcade 2-pack, I believe those are going to be shipping out very soon because people are getting charged for those as well. So if you the Marvel Legend pre-order, Sentinel 2-pack, I think those are going to be shipping out soon. Judge Dreads, what do I think of the Valorverse Vanguard? I see mixed reviews on it. Well, I don't have it in hand, so if you're asking like from that standpoint, I don't really have an opinion. I saw it at some of the shows that they were at, the prototype that is. I've seen the pictures. I mean, it's not bad for what it is. It doesn't really appeal to me, but as I've said many, many times, I'm not really into generic, just military figures or vehicles and stuff. I'm very much a G.I. Joe fan, based on those specific characters and vehicles and stuff that I grew up with. It's less about like, realistic military and more about just the G.I. Joe stuff that I grew up with. So, but like I say, I haven't had it in hand. Not even sure I've seen final versions of it, just the prototype. So, have those actually shipped out to people? I haven't been following that closely. G Ryan 460. Anybody know if Hasbro's going to re-release the suit? Nobody knows for sure, but my feeling is yes. At some point, they will make them available again. How long they stay available, that's another question. But I do feel like you will see them available at some point again on Hasbro Pulse, maybe at PulseCon, which is next month in September 13th. I wouldn't be surprised if they make some more available at that point. But Hasbro hasn't actually come out and said specifically that they're going to be offering more. It's just generally they do. Judge Dredd says, yeah, some people, yeah. So like, I haven't even looked at like any reviews of that have it in hand or anything. So, so I don't have a strong opinion on that one. All right, let's see. What else do we have for news for you guys? So, Mezco has announced, I think we've seen this on display at cons and stuff, but officially going up for pre-order today. The 112 Collective Nightwing figure. So cost of this one is $95. You can get it at places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Mezco Store, though I haven't looked to see if it's sold out anywhere. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'm not a huge Mezco 112 collector fan in general, but actually, I think they've done a pretty good job with this one. I think it's because he's got like the armor, like here in the chest and stuff, so that definitely, I think, makes it look better. So, again, yeah, it's available everywhere still. So $95 for that one. If you're into 112 collective figures, here's what. So for your Earthworm Jim fans, if you've been collecting any of those premium DNA figures, this is a variant exclusive being offered through Toy Collector Magazine. However, and I've got to kind of laugh a little bit at this, you know, an exclusive that's meant for a print magazine is having to be sold on their eBay store. But there you go, $57.99. This is the Toy Collector eBay store, so it's not just like some random person selling it on eBay. But again, this green variant of Earthworm Jim, $57.99. If you're into those, you might want to check that out. What else? Do we have anything else of particular interest? Some more Joy Toy turtle figures, the 118 scale figures, so Rocksteady and Bebop. So I've seen a lot of people show interest in these Joy Toy turtle figures, and they're pretty cool. Very nicely detailed, at least from the pictures and stuff. I don't know what the quality is. Like, I don't know how well these stay together. Like, I've never had a Joy Toy figure in hand, so I can't speak to the quality. But for 118 scale, they look very nicely detailed. The turtle figures were offered on Amazon at one point, the 4 turtles. So I would imagine at some point you'll be able to grab these on Amazon. I guess the final thing we can talk about is NECA has been releasing official images for a lot of the turtle stuff that is showing up at Target stores now. Now, pretty much all this stuff, well, the cartoon stuff is Target store exclusives, but any of the comic book stuff is not Target exclusive. It's just first to Target. So right now, Target is the only place to get them, which would include these wrestling figures. Again, the cartoon figures are exclusive to Target. So, Bebop and Rocksteady on vacation, and Ultimate Slash are the actual Target store exclusives. But everything else is comic book based, and these will eventually be available elsewhere. And so far, most of these have not been made available online on Target, just hitting physical stores. So I don't know if at some point they will make them available online, probably, but I can't say for sure. And then one other one that showed up, thanks to Kevin G on Facebook. This I'm pretty sure, even though it's a comic book based figure, I think this is a Target store exclusive just because it's red. We all know how Target likes red figures. But so I'm gonna guess that this one is a Target store exclusive due to its red colors. Maybe it'll show up elsewhere. I don't know, but the Foot Elite red and black variant figure. So a lot of turtle stuff hitting Target right now. So you can check those out. CJ says, I'd love to do Joy Toy, but I have no clue where to buy it. As I say, the 4 turtle figures, they sell out pretty quick. but they were offered on Amazon. So I would just keep checking maybe Amazon. There's other places I'm sure, but if you want like just something you're familiar with, I'd keep an eye on Amazon. McFarlane just dropped a new pack on. Yeah, we talked about that. Are you talking about the 3-pack with the Nightwing? However, they removed it unless it's back up now. Yeah, it's still gone. So they put it up earlier today, Johnny, and then they've pulled it currently, but I do suspect it will be back. Jerry just came from Target and saw those NECA turtles. I like the wrestling turtles, but 150. Yeah, they don't have a lot for 150 bucks. That set does not have a lot of accessories, so definitely seems a little bit on the pricey side. I checked my local Target today. Didn't find Rat King or Carry a Shredder. Yeah, I mean, I would almost bet you money if I went to my local Target, I wouldn't see jack shit, but that's just my Target. Judge Dredd, but I don't know. I don't, and maybe they do. I don't remember Big Bad Toy Store having those turtle figures, at least not yet. I could be wrong, but for whatever reason, I have not. I don't think they've carried those turtle figures. Maybe they did. Maybe I just forgot. See, now I'm gonna check because I don't see anything coming up. So I'm not sure if they. It might be a licensing thing. I don't know. And even with the Amazon, I think they were being sold by a third party seller, but Amazon, if there was some problem, would be able to help you. So it's more secure that way than just going through some random overseas seller. But I suspect that those are not due to licensing issues. U.S. based retailers can't sell those. Um, Again, with the Amazon, it's kind of a loophole, I think, with a third party seller. But I do not have any news for you, Adam, on gargoyles. I will tell you that at San Diego, even though they didn't show off any new gargoyles, they did indicate more gargoyles would be coming. So I don't know if we will see something on that front, maybe at New York Comic Con, which is in October. So I don't know why they didn't have anything at San Diego for gargoyles, but I do believe there will be more coming from that line. I don't think that line is done yet. Hello, Everett. How's it going today? Good to see you. Well, good to read you, I should say. I don't actually see you, but all right. Well, kind of running short today, but I don't have a whole lot more for you guys today. I think we've pretty much covered everything. Yeah. Unless you guys have any more questions, I don't think it's sold out, Johnny. The 3-pack. If it was sold out, it would just say unavailable. The whole listing has literally just been pulled from Amazon's website. They don't usually do that for something that's just sold out. So I don't know why they pulled it, but I don't think it's sold out, which is why I feel pretty confident in saying it will be back for those who didn't get it. But I think it's to me, it strikes me as there was a miscommunication between Amazon and McFarlane, and it probably wasn't supposed to go up today. But I don't know. If I win or if I hear more details on that, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But I don't think it's sold out. I think they just pulled it for whatever reason. Jerry, was Deadpool good? Was supposed to watch it today, but I prefer joining the stream today. the new Deadpool movie. Well, I got as much as I love that you joined in today. If you chose me over Deadpool, I'd say you probably chose poorly as far as being entertained. But yes, I think that the new Deadpool Wolverine movie was very good. I've seen it twice, and it's been a long time since I saw a movie at the movie theater, let alone went and saw it twice at the movie theater. Jay, much appreciated. Anyone who follows me on Instagram, always much appreciated. I don't update on there on like a daily basis or anything, but I do from time to time. We'll post some images or whatever. But always appreciate wherever you follow me at. Virtual Dave, any news on new Power Ranger toy line? Other than that, at some point, Playmates Toys is going to do Power Rangers. No, they didn't announce anything at San Diego. Again, maybe we'll see something at New York Comic Con, or towards the end of the year. But you never know with Playmates. Um, their communication is not fantastic. So, but no, I've not really heard anything on the Power Ranger front. John, when is my neck? You mean like showing off? I don't know. Did I do one this year? I don't know. I think I did one earlier this year. I usually maybe do one once a year, so probably not until. And honestly, not too much has changed since I think I last did my last one. But I'll probably do another one either at the end of this year or early next year. Judge Dredd says, waiting on NECA to drop Cold Stone Gargoyle. CJ says, I like that NECA is doing figures of the 2012 Turtles. Yes, I like that show. Yeah, I think, like, Super 7 and Playmates are both doing 2003, which is why I think NECA decided to do 2012. I think NECA will probably eventually go back and do 2003, but I think they didn't want to like flood the market with 2003 or 2003 stuff. So I think since Super 7 got to it first, I think that's why NECA decided to do 2012. If you may recall that at one point Super 7 was going to do Usagi Yojimbo, and then NECA got to it first, and then Super 7 ended up holding back theirs. So, I feel like I don't know if it's Nickelodeon that's dictating that or if they're just being respectful to one another and not trying to step on each other's toes. But Rashid, off to work now. One benefit of working in Walmart is you can toy hunt. Though I've talked to other people, like people that worked at Target, and like they'll tell me a lot of times that they actually don't get the new stuff. Like the new stuff's always sold out by the time they come into their shift or whatever. But hopefully, if you're looking for something, you find it at Walmart, and hopefully you have a good day at work. Johnny Shen says Deadpool so good. I love 2012. I found it really good with the stories. It was different. I'm so glad NECA got to do Usagi first. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to turtles, NECA is my go-to as well. I have not really collected any of the Super 7 stuff for turtles. If NECA did 2003, it would be cheaper. That is true. But again, you know, when you've got two companies doing the exact same product at the exact same time, that can be troublesome for both companies because they're essentially taking away from each other's sales. And I think it's just that Super 7 got to those first, which is why I say at some point I wouldn't be surprised if NECA ends up doing them, but probably will give Super 7 a little while and then go back to them. And CJ, I like the 2012 series as well. Um, the only Turtle series I really have not gotten into was the most recent one. I also have not watched the most recent movie or the new series that I believe is based on that movie that is out now. So, but yeah, 2012 I thought wasn't too bad. Spoiler: wait until you see that. Yeah, I honestly, if you have anybody who hasn't seen Deadpool Wolverine yet, unless you don't go on the internet at all, I feel like if you're not aware of like all the spoilers by now, then that's amazing because like anytime I go on social media, there's like 50 million Deadpool Wolverine posts about all the variants and all the characters that appeared and all that jazz. All right, well, I think we're gonna call it a day. Friday, I'll be back with a regular, pre-recorded news video recapping everything for the entire week. So hopefully you'll catch that. Um, Remember tomorrow, Marvel Legend pre-order for that Punisher 2-pack for anybody who wants it, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Um, I was just trying to think what the next if I can't remember if we I can't remember if they told us at Comic Con what the next pre-order is after the Punisher 2-pack. So I'm just going back and checking my notes. Let's see, oh yeah. So next week, oh, sorry. Next week is that that Avengers Infinity War Outriders figure. So that's a fan channel Amazon exclusive as well. So that's next Thursday, the 29th pre-order. And then possibly after that will be the Crystal Lockhead 2-pack, though they didn't actually give a date on that. So I don't know if that will be the next one or not, but next week will be that Outrider figure. So this week is Punisher, next week is Outrider, and then like I say, the following week might be this Crystal Lockhead 2-pack, but they didn't actually give us a date on that one. So, and then the ROM as well, but I don't think that's. I think that's going to be later in the year. There's the Venom pool. This will be probably the next Walmart Collector Con offering. This will probably go up during PulseCon, the Kang and chair set, and I suspect the Dragon Man pre-order will open up sometime around PulseCon as well. But yeah, so those are your Marvel Legend pre-orders. Do I think the Mattel Thundercats figures are going to be Origins or Master? It's a crossover line, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Origins. Like the Turtles and He-Man crossover. That's what I think the Thundercat mashup line is going to be. So it's not Thundercat figures; it's Masters of the Universe Thundercat mashup line of some type, and I'm pretty sure it'll be Origins. But Mattel's not just doing regular Thundercat figures. CJ, I know this is off topic, but I'm going to be getting the new Daredevil helmet that's custom made to fit my head. Nice. That sounds pretty cool. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Hasbro doesn't end up doing a Daredevil helmet for the Marvel Legend line, especially after the Daredevil series. So, but cool that you got somebody to make a custom one for you. It was more Raph and Leo in 2012. We got the geek side of Leo all in the wannabe Star Trek. Yeah. All right. So, as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check the regular video on Friday. I'll be back on Monday with another live stream. As always, guys, stay safe out there. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching today's video. Now, if you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. For all the latest action figure news, be sure to head over to toynewseye.com, marvelousnews.com, jediinsider.com, and tformers.com. And remember, action figures are great,